The first reason, as I mentioned, is business, the lifeblood of nations in crisis. The second is that Russia is deeply engaged in the Ukraine war, where they've suffered massive losses, nearly 150,000 Russian soldiers dead, a toll confirmed by Ukrainian intelligence, with body counts rising daily. North Koreans are now stepping in to assist them, deploying 10,000 troops to the front lines, a move that strains Russia's resources further. Russia is in no position to help anyone else. Its military stretched thin with dwindling stockpiles. Only 40% of its pre-war tank reserves remain operational. What weapons could they even spare? They don't have enough for themselves, with production lines struggling to meet domestic demand amid sanctions. The third key factor is Russia's Jewish community, a demographic that carries significant weight. Today, Israel has around 200,000 Russian-speaking Jews, many of whom migrated after the Soviet Union collapsed in the 1990s, bringing with them technical expertise that bolstered Israel's tech sector. Roughly 10% of Israel's military consists of Russian-speaking Jews who once lived in the Soviet Union, serving in elite units like the Golani Brigade, their loyalty to Israel unshakable. Additionally, a significant portion of Russia's major oil traders are Jewish, controlling key export deals worth billions, while in Moscow alone, there are between 200,000 to 300,000 Jews, many of them hardcore Zionists who fund pro-Israel causes. In total, Russia has about 500,000 Jews, a community that could sway public opinion. If Putin had openly supported Iran, this entire community would have turned against him, organizing protests and economic boycotts, a political risk he couldn't afford. That's basic logic. That's why Putin limited himself to statements, a stance echoed in Kremlin press releases, avoiding direct confrontation. Moreover, Russia and Iran have no mutual defense agreement, no strategic alliance or war partnership that obligates them to assist each other in conflict, a fact verified by declassified diplomatic records. They never signed such a pact, their relationship built on oil trades rather than military commitments. Similarly, Russia cannot afford to alienate its bilateral partners, like Saudi Arabia and the UAE, whose ports facilitated $20 billion in oil trade last year, bypassing Western sanctions after the Ukraine invasion. Can Putin forget that? These economic lifelines are too valuable, with Riyadh and Abu Dhabi hosting Russian oil tankers under neutral flags, a lifeline Putin relies on to sustain his war effort.